Hello student, my name is Dr. Athar Iqbal. This is continuation of our previous lecture. We have already covered the basic fundamental concepts of Gordon dividend discount model. In this lecture we will cover when we assume that company has a constant dividend model, then what would be the requirement to calculate the price of this kind of a stock. In this lecture we will cover constant growth model. In constant growth model we assume that growth will remain static for a certain number of years. So you can apply any one formula depending what information you are interested to calculate. If you are interested to calculate current price of the stock, then you can use D1 upon R minus G. If D1 is not given and D0 is given, then this application is also possible. Let's suppose you are not interested to calculate price of the stock, you are interested to calculate required return of the investor, then you can manipulate the formula and can bring it in this form. In this form, you will take D1 upon P0 plus you will add growth to find out investor required return. So the first one is to calculate intrinsic value or fair value of the stock, and the second one is for the required return of the investor. Giving you an example, in the first case, suppose the company will pay dividend of $2 per share. Carefully check that the information which is given is showing that this dividend will be paid at the end of the year. This is not the dividend which is already paid by the company. So this dividend will be paid at the end of the year. It is expected to increase its dividend by 5%. This is the growth rate which is given in the question, and since growth is static, so we will assume that we can apply the constant growth model in this equation. Market required rate of return is 15%, so this will be taken as investor required return which is given in the question. What should be the selling price of this stock? So student, first see the available information which is given in the question. D1 is $2. Required return of the investor is 15%. Growth is given 5%, and question is asking you to calculate P0. Student, in this case we will apply the P0 formula, and P0 will be calculated with the help of D1 upon R minus G. D1 is already given in the question, that is $2. R is given 15% and growth is given 5%. So I am filling all the information over here. If you will apply it on your calculator, you will see that 2 will be divided by 0.1, as 0.15 will be minus from 0.05 to give you 0.1. So when you will take 2 and divide it by 0.1, your answer will be 20. So current price of the stock should be 20, which will be the answer of this question. Another situation in which this company just paid a dividend. Carefully see that when question is saying that they just paid this dividend, so this dividend cannot be taken as D1. This will be taken as D0. It is expected to increase its dividend by 2%. So this is the growth rate which will remain constant. Required return of the investors are 15%. Question is again asking you to calculate the price. The only thing which is changing from the previous question is that earlier the price, the dividend was given was related to year one, but now the dividend is given of the current year which is already paid by the company. So this is the data which is given in the question. D0 is given 0.5, R is 15%, growth is 2%, and we are interested to calculate P0. We will use the same formula of constant growth, but we will take care right now. D1 is not given in the question. The only information which is given in the question is D0. When D0 is available in question and you are calculating P0, then you will convert this D0 with the help of growth into D1. So in simple words, you can say that if D1 is not given, then we can manipulate the formula like this. We can take D0 and we multiplied 1 plus growth rate, which will convert this information into D1. So this is the look which will appear once you will put the data. D0 is given 0.5. I'm taking 1 plus growth is given in question 2%, which is applying over here. R was given in the question of 0.15, and growth is 2%. Once you will multiply and divide it, your answer will be 3.92. So the current stock price will be 3.92 for this particular stock. Suppose just in this question, the just company paid a dividend of 2 while constant growth is expected to be 5%, and stock is currently trading at 21. When stock is currently trading at 21, it means that the current stock price is already given in the question. Now question is asking what is the investor implied required return that he will be able to get from this investment. So first showing you the data, D naught as given in the question of $2, growth rate around 5%, which is given 5% over here. Stock currently trading at 21, so P naught is given as 21, and question is asking to calculate implied required return. The implied required return is the requirement which will be calculated, that is R. Since in this question again growth rate is constant, so we can use the same formula as we discussed earlier, but now since we are interested to calculate R, so we will take D naught 1 plus growth divided by P naught plus growth. So either you can apply this one or you can manipulate in this form depending what information is available. Since right now the data is showing D naught 2, so I'm using this one. So we will take $2 as dividend, 1 plus growth rate to convert this information into D1. P naught is given in question 21 and growth is given 0.05. When you will multiply it and divide by 21 and add in the growth rate, your investor required return will come, that is 15%. Now look this question. Company expected to pay year-end dividend 3. Since this is year-end dividend, so I'm reminding you that the nomenclature is very important. Once the dividend is currently given, we take it as D naught. When dividend is at the end of the year is given, we will take it as D1. Stock currently trading at 40. This is the price at which currently selling, and the investor required return is given in the question 15%. Question is asking what is the implied growth rate. It means that we are interested to calculate how a growth factor will be applied in this company. So this is the data which is available. D1 is 3. D1 is given as 3. R is 15%. So you can again check investor required return from this investment is 15%, and P naught is equal to 40. So stock currently trades at 40. That is taken as P naught. We will again apply the constant growth formula and fill it with the required information given in the question. So again check. R is 15%. So against R, I am writing 15%. I'm not taking D naught because in my question D1 is given. So I'm using this one. D1 is given 3. I need P naught, that is 40. And growth factor, the information that we are interested to calculate. So we will convert this information and your answer will be 7.5%.